Hello once again, everyone. We are here with a little more Dark Souls 3. And we are approaching, well, we are a lot closer, I will say, to the end of the DLC than we were before. I'm trying to recall where I want to spawn in. I think it's the ringed inner wall up here. When last we left off, I mentioned that we have a few more items to take care of before we can fully move forward with where the game wants us to go. And I will be attempting to take care of some of those today. Just got a few errands to run, as they were. Gonna spook up again. We'll be jumping off a lot of cliffs here. No, thank you. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow. And just looking for the exit now. There we are. Just kiting everybody in the world here. Maybe dying. Maybe dying. Maybe dying.
I can't see me.
I can't see me. Okay. That was dumber than it had to be. Yep, and so was that. Okay, not too bad. Actually not great, but we're making it. You know, it's just another life lesson that Dark Souls teaches us is sometimes it doesn't look too good, but you made it. Okay. So he's just gonna RP walk up to us here. These guys don't want to cooperate. I won't make them. I had business outside of them anyway. So I did I believe, a silly thing in the last episode, and I ran in here and grabbed an item. I will give myself some credit. I was beset by an invader and those lovely ringed knights up there. But I walked right in here and right back out without talking to her buddy Lapp.
Oh, and here we are again. How goes things? I'm rather running in circles, I'm afraid.
I know what you mean, man.
I can't find the purging monument, and I've searched high and low. What if it was never here in the first place? Oh, bloody hell.
Have I got news
What
for
do I
you?
know?
Speak.
Are you certain of that? No. Sorry, I know you'd never lie to me. Thank you. Thank you kindly. I'll speed right on over. It won't be long now before I know everything. Who I was, what I lived for, and what my name was. And I'll have you to thank for it all.
Our good buddy Lapp is about to find himself
thank you.
again.
Most sincerely, I swear upon my birth name that I am your friend. No matter what might come out, no matter what I was, if you would do me the honor, allow me to be a true friend. Always.
Well, sure, Lapp.
It won't be long now. Who I was and I.
That's about all he's got to say for now, but he will, I believe, make his own way over to the Purging Monument. Ow. I'm not doing well with Estus this time, but... Hello. Okay. Another little bit of unfinished business is over here. Missed it before. you can climb up this crag and get invaded, which is neat and cool. But this is an NPC invader, and it is the spirit of the guy that keeps getting summoned by the giants. This is Silver Knight Leto. He's a fairly stout boy. Okay, I walked right into that, as is his desire. Here to please, Leto. Okay. It's a little bit hard to get up in his face, because he's got such a big reach with this big old hammer. And he's got hyper armor. Nothing's gonna stop those hammer swings. But this may actually afford me a little bit better opportunity to actually get to him. You know what? We have another bonfire now. I'm gonna see if that might be any better. The city streets. We can avoid all these curses and Harold Knights and everything. But yeah, just doing a little bit of cleanup here. Wanting to see as much as we can see before we finally plow forward. Yeah, this won't be bad. Famous last words, I suppose, but... Wow. That hurt a lot. Wow. Okay. Without having to cross the bridge to visit Lapp, we can now simply go to our right here. And walk right on up to Leto again. Hopefully to defeat him. We shall see. There he is. Hide behind a tree. Okay. If it wasn't obvious, that is the best pure strength weapon in the entire game. One that can two-shot me. Here at endgame levels. But granted, I know I am a bit of a squishy build, but regardless, I'm choosing to be offended by it. That is my choice. I think I should maybe bait him out a little bit further before I jump on the ladder. Because I think he's just going to keep hitting me if I run straight to it. I'm going to promise ahead of time that this is not going to be another Zoe, where we will keep throwing ourselves at this NPC fruitlessly. Thought I'd give that a shot, see what happens. Goodness gracious. Oh boy. Oh, Leto. I'm doing this for the items he drops, because they're kind of cool, and I want to demonstrate them as much as I can. I don't think I'll be able to swing the hammer, really, but... would seem a bit of an anticlimax to show you where Leto is without showing you how to get past him, or what you get when you do. He is always going to win trades. Got to keep that in mind. And he's going to stunlock me. Good. Good. Urge to start this whole recording over is rising, but I did already talk to Lapp, so irrevocable progress has been made. I don't want that to be missed. We're only a few minutes in still, so I don't feel like it is terribly dissatisfying yet to watch. Again, my goal with all these gameplays that I do, especially in Dark Souls, well, only in Dark Souls so far, but especially with this series, has been to provide some entertainment. Maybe show some people who either do not have access to or don't want to play these games for themselves. Just show them what it's like, what the gameplay, the bosses, the environments, even the themes are of this series, because I think they do have artistic merit, and I think I've at least attempted to make that case several times now. Maybe. Ah, I do have an attack that will knock him out of that. We're learning. Stop it. Oh, come on. Come on. And it just didn't work that time. Just didn't work. You know, I'll probably just spoil it. He'll drop a Havel's Ring, which we've missed in this playthrough, because I just absorbed the boss soul it came from. But he will drop a +3 Havel's Ring, which is very nice. And will let you carry much heavier equipment, should you so desire. And again, I'll put him in the Zoe category, unfortunately, of maybe we'll come back. My build is not spec'd for him. But now, we do have free reign of this entire area, now that we've cast Midir into the depths. Just got some rude boys to deal with. They get hyper armor as well. Neat. I'm pretty sure I'm doing something that is actually available to me. If I'm correct, what I'm saying will make sense here in just a moment. Okay. More lightning gems. Perfect.
Every age, it seems, is tainted by the greed of men. Rubbish to one such as I, devoid of all worldly wants.
These patches.
don't know. Maybe it's just the way we are. I'll stick you in my prayers. A fine dark soul to you.
So that, I believe, is the end of Amnesiac Lapp's quest. And yes, lo and behold, we have discovered that Lapp is indeed Unbreakable Patches the Hyena. So of all of the NPCs throughout this whole series, Patches is the one to make it to the end of the world. It seems unjust and yet just in its own strange way. Especially him talking about the greed of men there. Of course it would be him here at the end of the world. To give one last push down a pit to the player, who is of course in pursuit of something this entire time. It gives an interesting dimension to Patches, I think, him being one who is devoid of all earthly desires and exists purely as this trickster figure to punish the greed of those who want too much. But considering Patches has been in every Souls game, I'm pretty sure. I think he was in Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne, and actually first, well, Demon Souls, and then one of the Armored Core games actually had a character profile for Patches. So he's been a From Software ubiquitous presence for a long time. And I think it's kind of a bit of a send-off for his character there. At least for this series. We'll see if he's in Elden Ring, which, again, if you watched the last episode already, that means it is post-Elden Ring time. We live in a world where Elden Ring is available and ready to be consumed by the masses, which I think is exciting, as someone who is still living about a month away from it. Yeah, just whiff. Did I say hyper armor before? Because it's still here. Yep, that will not stop him. Tough old boy. Get a little twinkling titanite here. And we'll actually go ahead and explore this doorway and see where this leads us. Pop an ember for reasons that will be clear soon.
Unknowing visitor, return from whence thou camest. The abyss runneth deep, by the king's decree. None may disturb our mistress's slumber.
Well, apparently we have found the church proper.
Turn back, unknowing visitor, by the king's decree.
And we're not going to listen to the giant disembodied voice. Because we've got a boss fog to attend to.
Foolishness. The king's decree is no trifling matter.
Got another one of the giants.
I, Judicator Argo, shall deliver thee justice. The king's decree is no trifling matter. I, Judicator Argo, shall deliver thee justice. 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 Judicator Argo, shall deliver thee justice.
can attack him now, but I want to see what happens here.
Princess Filianore. Hearken to the call that summons thee. Make haste.
So we've got a painting guardian here. And this Spear of the Church character here, you might be interested to know, is a real player. Probably gonna backstab me here. Got a bit of latency going on here, but that's okay. This is a moment harkening back to player invasions, which were the way that you would fight one of the bosses in Demon Souls back in the day. There's an entire boss that could be fought as just an NPC. But you could also actually fight a human being, which is fun. We got him. Whew. Good night, Dolly. So for our efforts, we got the Spear of the Church ornament, I believe. Where's that at? Spears of the Church watch over the princess's slumber, and this serves as proof of their fulfillment of their destiny. The embellished gold cloth is woven with a crest of young grass. The princess's knights proudly display these precious favors, which were most often seen swaying from their identical ceremonial spears. So yeah, people can invade you as a Spear of the Church if you have joined that covenant, and make themselves the boss of that fight, which I think is pretty cool. I also want to look at the small envoy banner that we got earlier, because I don't think I did before. If I did, apologize. I'm going to read it again. It says to face the ringed cliff and hold the banner high to summon facilitators of transport. For the pygmies, who took the Dark Soul, the Great Lord gifted the Ring City, an isolated place at World's End, and his beloved youngest daughter, promising her that he would come for her when the day came. So yeah, that Great Lord is Gwyn. The pygmies who took the Dark Soul are the pygmies from the beginning of Dark Souls. And it appears that he gifted them with his youngest daughter, whom we have not known about until now, Princess Filianore, and promised her that he would return for her one day. Now, Gwyn hasn't been alive for a while, and so we can probably surmise that that day has long passed. And we're gonna just spend our souls real quick. And before we progress further into the church, there's actually one more thing
Very well, then take
we probably need to take care of before we do.
Mayst thou thy peace discover.
Thank thee. I'll check and see. I probably can't get another level out of that. Yes, unfortunately, we have one more order of business here in the Ringed City that should probably be taken care of before we move forward. We'll we'll see if we can get to that business here. It's a bit of a task. I missed. So yeah, you can jump off the elevator there. And similarly, you can fall down here and grab the Chloranthy ring, +3. So thank you, Gwen. I appreciate it. We're going to be all about our stamina now. That was not the business, if you're curious. It was, well, it was a part of the business. You take this other area here. You get an ember. And you can see, if you're observant, that all these statues holding their swords have a compatriot here who is weaponless. And there is indeed a secret ahead. Not sure why there are bloodstains all around this. Genuinely not sure, unless people just fall down here. That's probably why, actually. Here's a big long ladder. Yeah, no joy ahead, therefore try friendship. We may have to, we'll see. Got antiquated plain garb and wrappings. Violet wrappings. Gives you a lot of magic defense. Ordinary garb from an ancient land of sorcery. The gold embellishments betray a faint residue of magic, but this clothing was never intended for battle. When a mission visited the Ring City long ago, one of its younger missionaries elected to stay behind. It was he who became the last recorded Spear of the Church. So, perhaps that is the land of Ulasil that sent missionaries out. And one stayed behind. No bones about it, we're gonna jump down this hole. And who do we find? But our buddy Midir. Looks kinda dead. That's a big old no. He is not. He is a big old boy. He is a big old angry boy. And that fire hurts. It's been a while since I fought this big guy. Fire again. Here's the thing about Midir. You can hurt his hands and feet, and tail, and what have you. Now you're going to do half the damage as if you were attacking his head. Didn't know he'd Godzilla beam so soon, but here we are. That tail swipe's pretty bad. Pretty bad. So as you can see, we have not yet killed Midir. And he's not very happy with us. So it is time to finish the job. But I will say it plainly. This guy took me longer to kill than the Nameless King. So, I am not confident. Midir is the tankiest of the tanks. I think he might have the beefiest health bar in the whole game. Other than, you know, the meme health bar of Yorm. Oh, this is an NPC. This is Shira, who gave us the task to come down here and kill Midir. I've never summoned her before. Let's give it a try. We're just throwing stuff at the wall at this point. I'll be honest, I have no expectations on myself of when I'm going to beat Midir. But he is a boss of this game. And so he will be going down. Hello, Shira. Would you care to accompany me down this deep, dark hole? Now I acknowledge that this is going to make Midir's health bar even beefier than it was before. But perhaps a little interference is what we need. Throw his whole bot. Goodness gracious. Well, that didn't last long, and that was entirely my fault. Man. She really knocked him with that arrow. I may have to do that again. Yeah, a little bit like the Frida fight in that episode. This episode has now become a Midir fight. Every time I'm going to get it wrong where that secret door is. But it lets me bring the elevator back up. Goodness, I remember feeling so demoralized at the Midir fight. When I finally brought him down the first time, I quite literally stood up out of my chair and screamed because the catharsis was too much to handle. Be wary of God. Yeah. Alright, one more time, Shira. Sorry. I let you down last time. Still hit me. The thing about most of Midir's hits is one of them will take off enough for 2 Estus Flasks to heal. quick to dodge those. Yeah, those direct headshots with those arrows are doing pretty good. Going full try-hard mode, everyone, so I'm not talking, that's why. I don't want to die. Yep. We're about angry time here. We are approaching angry time. Sure how long Shira can last out. She is putting an admirable hurting on him. Yep, it's party time. Fire caught me. Oh, he just killed Shira. This is not good. This is not good. Knew that wasn't going to go very well. I don't know. Having Shira around is kind of nice. I know the health bar is a lot bigger, but being able to have someone to run interference is pretty invaluable. So we'll see if perhaps we can figure this guy out together. I'd like to keep trying that anyway. I suppose a backup plan could be if I wanted to infuse something with lightning damage and try to take him out with a weapon that is against his affinities. I'm not even sure what I would have that would work for that. Drake Blood Greatsword. It is a great sword though. 18 though, I could wield that two-handed. Yeah, just have to see. I would have to see. For now, we'll stick with the formula. And just keep beating our heads against this dragon. I will say, it may be clear from the run-up, but the deer is entirely skippable. But I did want to take care of him. One, because he is a boss in this game. Gotta get away from him when he does that. That hurt. Yeah, I think Filianor, not Filianor, goodness, Kira, doing more damage per hit than I am. Oh, he's got her now, though. Oof. That was not ideal. Relearning his patterns a little bit. A little bit, I say. Okay. Couldn't get out of that. That doesn't seem quite as fair. This might be sit up in my chair time. Okay. The door is on the left as I enter the elevator here. I don't know if this was an unfinished thought from earlier, but I do try to make these videos entertaining, as much as it depends on me. I do not feel that I am particularly engaging on my own, but it could just be some healthy and or unhealthy self-deprecation there. But I like to think the game picks up any slack that I may have. And I know, often, for me at least, someone throwing themselves up against a wall forever and ever and ever may not be always the most engaging content. But I know not everyone is me too. So, this process, this fighting through, could still be interesting to some people. Resetting a bit. Start beaming too. Okay, she's already dead. This is not a good run. I'm actually not sure. Maybe I forget. That's how far it goes. And I'm doing less to it as well. So this is going to be a long fight. We'll see what we can do. I don't want to just give up. Starting to learn to read him a little bit better. Getting a little demoralized, I suppose. There's a point at which I might call this. It's a little new. Last Estes. Doomed. That was doomed. Oh boy. Oh man, the more I learn him, the more I'm realizing it may behoove me to just try him at my own strength. At the very least, it'll be more damage per hit. I know the second phase will probably still wreck me a little bit. But we can perhaps just give it the old college try. There's no bones about it, Midir is just a tank. You can see why Shira wanted him gone, because his second phase reveals how overcome by the dark he actually is. And it's a lot. So I'll buff my health a little bit here. For that move. So yeah, now my body attacks on him are doing the same or similar damage. Fire. Guess I walked into that one. Fire in front of him after a couple of those. I'm greedy too. I'll go for 2 or 3 hits when I should be going for 1. There are only a few instances where I can really feasibly go for more than a couple of hits. Yeah, I got greedy. There is a shot that Midir may finally break me. Not that I won't beat him, but that I will have to go to the tapes on his defeat. PlayStation blessedly allows you to record previous gameplay, and should it come to the fact that we're getting to the point where there is nothing I can do about this guy, it may just be time to beat him off recording. And I'll just show that footage in the next episode. Because again, I don't think people, well, I guess I can't say that for sure. I was going to say I don't think people like watching other people have a miserable time, but there's plenty of television that would suggest otherwise. So delayed. Kick him. Yep. I think that may be it for this round of tries on Madeir. Again, I don't want to produce miserable content, and I'm not sure I'm going to get him here in the next few tries. May have to keep working up my muscle memory on him. That said, we do have a couple of things we can check out in the meantime. Something I discovered a while ago that I had missed unintentionally was... I'm trying to find the best way to it. It's back in the main game. It's just a little bit of flavor, some lore about Lothric itself. That I think is worth checking out, simply for the spectacle of it. So we're running back up here where we made the long walk to the Twin Princes. We're going to come back around here though, where we got one of our last Estus shards. And this time, I'm not going to fight those guys up there, but I am going to go in the building they are protecting. They want me real bad. They want me real bad. But I'm not going to give me to them. Because down here, in the tallest, highest part of the Grand Archives, find ourselves in a cage full of feathers and a corpse, which has the spell Divine Pillars of Light on it. It's a miracle of Gertrude, the Heavenly Daughter. It brings down multiple pillars of light in vicinity, and the Queen's holy maiden Gertrude was visited by an angel who revealed this tale to her. Despite losing both her sight and her voice, she was determined to record the tale. Ordinary men cannot decipher her fragmentary scrawl, nor comprehend how it became the foundation of the angelic faith of Lothric. So, some angelic being visited a maiden of Lothric, and the encounter took her sight and speech, but became the foundation for Lothric's religion. And moreover, Gertrude is kept in a tower here in the Grand Archives. As again, you might recognize some of those settings down there. Yeah, just a little tidbit there for you. Got some chests here too. There's some Titanite and Divine Blessing. But yeah, that was pretty much it here in Lothric. They kept Gertrude caged as an ornament, weirdly enough. It's not clear whether, you know, what time that took place. but I don't know, just cool. Some cool flavor to Lothric's history. And yeah, since Midir is proving to be quite the wall, maybe I shall show us what lies at the top of the tower of the Church of Filianor. And give us a little tease as to what will be in the next episode, which may well be the finale of this series. So that elevator actually brings us to an outdoor environment. Back in the Ringed City. Open air. Could this be a I can't take this? Probably. Yeah, that is a pretty good spot to praise the sun. And here we have found the sleeping Princess Filianor. What shall we do with her? Wake her, let her be? That is a question to be answered in the next episode. I thank you all for watching. Apologies for kind of coming up against a wall with Midir, but we'll find a way to document his defeat, either in a recording or somewhere else. He may get his own episode, honestly. So, yeah, appreciate everybody watching, hanging out. Any comments you might leave, yeah, just appreciate the discussion and the connection about a video game that I really enjoy. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.